Alright, we are good to go.
Jeez.
Real quick thing, did you want me to do the intro, or did you want to do it?
Sure, you could do the intro, yeah. You're obviously the best at it. There we go, the link is posted.
Cool. Alright guys, welcome back to the PS Vitesse YouTube channel. We are here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Qualifying has just been ended here today with Elian Bayan taking home the best time with a 139.433. This is the Baku Street circuit, of course. We're here for round 6 of the PS Vitesse Championship event. 20 turns make up a circuit distance of 6.003 kilometers. That's 2.074 miles long. There's also 2 DRS zones to help encourage overtaking as well. So as I said, we're here in Baku for a Grand Prix once again with PS Vitesse. As I said, we're here for Season 5, and this is Round 6 of the F4 Championship event, and we've just ended qualifying with Elian Bayan fastest overall. In the comms booth, it's myself, Formula Jonah, and joining me in the comms booth once again, it's Headshotlessy. Welcome back, Headshotless, to the comms booth of the F4 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. What's your thoughts on that qualifying session that we just had and coming into the Grand Prix?
From what I've been seeing, there's been a lot of time, and so it's going to be an extreme challenge and test of the driver's concentration around this track. The race might include a few safety cars, so we're going to see a massive, complete gamble on strategy from a few drivers. Some will work and some won't, but it's going to be a great race for us, the viewers and commentator.
And real quick, I wanted to mention that I think for some reason the session could be glitched here because it says that qualifying is not finished. And if I'm not mistaken,
it says 7 minutes 30 left for me. Yeah, it's being strange.
Oh, okay. So there is qualifying going on. Then what's going on my end? Yeah. For some reason, I have the qualifying results here. I've never seen this glitch before. Apologies for this, viewers. So we do still have qualifying going. Let me just quickly get back to the qualifying set. Oh, and there's an error going on with the session. That's what was going on there. So viewers, give me 1 second. I don't know if I'm actually still in the lobby itself. Let me see if I'm actually still in the lobby. No, I'm not. I'm actually in a Mercedes car. So hold on. Let me quickly rejoin the lobby, and then we can get the session underway. All right, there we go. All right, we're back underway. Oh, and actually, there we go. Yeah, we're all good. Okay, all good. I'm heading into the qualifying session here. Guys, sorry about that. A little technical difficulty there. For some reason, the game glitched out completely, and there's still a few issues with this game, but all good. We continue on. So what are you seeing on track right now? Now that, of course, we have 7 or 6 minutes left of the qualifying session, who are you kind of thinking is going to be up there at the top?
We're going to probably be seeing Carrot Finger. He's been dominating F4 a lot recently. I think he's won pretty much all of the races, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But also, we're seeing the new evidence of the post-patch update where the top speed has been slightly nerfed, and we're seeing lap times much slower than before. What we're seeing, if there was a race around Baku before.
Yeah, you're exactly correct. That new performance patch came in and has completely changed the game around. And basically, viewers, it's an entirely new game when it comes to just the performance of the cars itself. So usually for circuits like here, Baku, we're going to see times usually around the 137s. But with this performance patch, here in the game now, that means that we're going to see times around like a 139.1, kind of where it is right now with Ellie and Bayern, a 139.3. So that's where the fastest times is. So technically, a 139.3 is like a 137.3. It's about 2 seconds down of what it usually was just a week ago before that performance patch came in. There's also a completely different handling model to how these cars react on track as well. So it's going to be a little bit more of an issue.
Soon.
Oh,
that's
is
the
it?
One that comes out in October, yeah, where it messed up all the PSGL things, didn't it? The esports drivers, where they got the separate build.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that, yeah. So that will come out, you said, in October?
Around there, yeah, that's what they said. When I think Imola might come.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Imola will be releasing then as well. I heard in the second week of October, so we could get the track in, of course, Imola in Italy in October, of course. And I've also heard that the Jeddah circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, that'll be coming out in November. So it looks like what they're doing is they're doing every month they're coming out with a new circuit, of course, all the way up until the last one, which would be Jeddah. And viewers, if you're unsure about what that new track was that came out in just this month, that is the Portimao circuit in Portugal. So it's a great track, and I heard that this Portimao could be added to the PS Vitesse calendar. Is that correct?
Very much so. We're in discussions now to add it in and decide. We're going to decide on a date when to add it in. So it should be fun.
That will be great to see. You know, I mean, like that track is, in my opinion, one of my favorites on the game. It's a great track.
Same for me as well. It's so challenging, so exciting. It's like a roller coaster.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah, it truly is like a roller coaster, and it's a true F1 circuit. It is an incredible circuit. Right now, hopefully I'm not getting another glitch, but it looks like there's only 2 cars on track, and that is both of the Ferraris of Worried Cloud and Jack. Now, they have a 141.3 and a 141.7. Do you think they're going to want to get a higher lap time here and maybe challenge to get up into the top 5 as well?
They should be getting to the top 5 here. But I think they should have been getting a slipstream, working together maybe, but they're a bit too far apart now here. Probably no communication between them. Yeah,
exactly. So if Ferrari were to get a good result, like you said, it probably would be down to that slipstream, because we've got that long straight down into turn 1, and that's exactly where you need just a little bit of slipstream to help you out down into the first turn. But yeah, it looks like the 2 Ferraris, they're going to be going out for their separate laps, and hopefully they will get higher up there on the grid. A few more cars are coming out on the track. It looks like drivers are starting to come out now. This is the point where we're going to see drivers coming out, because this is the last few attempts that they can make to try and challenge for pole position, and their final few laps to try and challenge for the positions up there as well. So let's see how this all works out. Should we do an onboard with Worried Cloud as he comes across the line?
Sure. Let's have a look at this. It's on the mediums.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is on the medium tire. So that's a pretty good first and second turn for Worried Cloud as he comes down the back straight here onto that second DRS zone, down into turn 3, break at the 100-meter mark as we come down into third turn, immediately on the power after that, and you're going to brake right at the 50-meter mark as you come down into turn 4, rotate the car perfectly as you come on the straight, keep the car straight, and then immediately when that turn comes, I think it's turn 5, you want to just slightly go left, then through the chicane, 6 and 7 that is, or sorry, 5 and 6, and that's a very difficult corner. A little bit of straight down to turn 7, heavy braking zone. A lot of drivers can hit the wall into turn 7. Now through the carousel section, which has got that fortress wall, which was built back in 1138, yeah, just an incredible wall there, and it's a very tight section as well. One of I think it's a historical moment in Baku's history, that fortress wall, which is right there, and it's included in the Formula 1 track as well.
A very historical city, Baku is.
Yeah, it truly is. It's got so many different places that are just historical around here. I mean, the architecture, I know, is a big thing here in Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan. And, of course, it's located just off the Caspian Sea as well. And like we've been talking, that fortress wall, a very historical moment in Baku's history. Worried Cloud to the line on these meetings. Do you think you can improve? Let's see.
Oh, P7 got up by 1.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's a very impressive lap time. Just 2/10 down off of Tech 31 Racing, who's also on the medium compound tires. And you know what's interesting as well is Worried Cloud's on 3-lap-old mediums. Worried Cloud was a little too early into the braking zone there. Hits the wall. Wonder if that was deliberate, but I'm not sure. Did you see what happened there?
I'm not sure what happened there. I'm a bit confused about what actually happened there.
Same to me.
Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
Some suspicious crash gate there, man.
Possibly. I don't know if that's a penalty. Retiring on track deliberately, is that a penalty?
If you retire on track deliberately and it's caught, then yeah, it's a penalty.
That might be a penalty for Worried Cloud.
If we take a look at it and we decide it, then yeah, it will be. Unfortunately for him, Carrot Finger is on the softs here. He might be going for pole. Or Disco Stew, what a lap.
That was brilliant from the Aston Martin driver. He got Big Boy Jun by 1/10 of a second. So Disco Stew, the Aston Martin driver, is on provisional pole position. Anyone else that can challenge him? Elian Bayan on the medium compound tires. He might be able to go a little bit quicker. I mean, he's on the mediums. Is it possible he can take pole on the mediums? No, he's diving into the pit lane. So he's not going to be improving on his time. I think the Alfa Romeo Vessier. Oh, as he spins it. Oh, and he's out of the race. Out of the qualifying session. He's definitely not going to be improving on that lap. What about Carrot, though, in the Haas car? He's flying on these softs, actually, so he might be able to try and challenge for pole position as he comes down to the pit straight. He's coming down to the line. Can Carrot take this away from Disco Stew? Yes, he does. The 138.8.
What a lap. That is a quality lap by Carrot Finger.
Wow, right at the end of it, Carrot Finger on pole position by 0.3 of a second off of Disco Stew. The Haas driver takes it. The Aston Martin driver will take home second with Big Boy Jun rounding off the top 3 for Alpine.
Carrot Finger displaying his domination in the championship here with a wonderful lap from him. 0.3 up on his nearest competitor, Disco Stew. That was a nice lap from Disco Stew there as well. Let's hopefully he has had some back luck in recent races, Disco Stew, especially in China when he spun, I think, under the safety car maybe, when he was going to win the race. So unlucky for him.
Yeah, I mean, that was an unlucky moment. I remember watching that stream, I think, live, and I was like, no, because Disco Stew, an amazing guy, you know, we always want him to get a good result. As we do with every one of these guys. But hopefully he gets some good luck today. He's going to try and challenge Carrot Finger down into turn 1. So we'll see how that all works out. Carrot Finger on pole position for today's race in Azerbaijan. Disco Stew, as we have been mentioning, lines up alongside him on the first row of the grid with Big Boy Jun rounding off the top 3 for Alpine on the softs. Now keep an eye on Elian Bayan as well on the medium compound tires. This is a good point to shift the talking to strategy now. What is your preferred strategy for around here in Azerbaijan? We know the degradation is quite high, but give us your thoughts.
People starting on mediums here are going to have a key advantage over the people running the softs in the long run. Ideally, you want to be on the mediums, considering that the softs will go off very quickly due to it being a very long track. So maybe a medium hard might be the best strategy here.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, we know the softs they degrade pretty fast around here. They're about I'm in a Mercedes car. What? I wonder if I didn't press spectate. Okay.
You're gonna get some new angles now, closer angles to the racing.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to back out of this one and get to the spectator menu. Apologies for this, viewers.
Just see if you can... it might put you back in, won't it? I'm not sure.
If I hit spectator menu, it should be able to put me back on the thing. Or we'll just get some good angles of all the cars of me. It'll be a POV of me driving around. But no. We'll try and get me into spectator menu. Thank you so much, Headshotless, for that invite. I can get back in.
Gonna be the new medical car, man.
Yes. All right. I can spectate. There we go. Okay, so we'll get into the formation. So anyway, into this race, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Is there a possibility we could also get some weather into this as well?
It looks like it's pure clear sky, but you know in this game it will just go pitch black and all of a sudden then it will start raining. But I hope there's rain. We want to see a bit of chaos, don't we, here as commentators?
Yeah, we truly do. I mean, that's exactly what we want to see is some rain. But of course, we also want to see some dry racing as well. Before we get into this race, do you think we should do the rundown of the grid and then head into the Grand Prix?
Sure.
All right, so Carrot Finger put in a beautiful lap time, a 1:38.8, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he starts on pole position with Disco Stew alongside him on the front row of the grid. I think Disco's going to try and challenge him down into turn 1, but there's not a lot of space to make a move into the first turn, so we'll see how that works out. Big Boy Jun lines up P3 for Alpine alongside Elian Bayan on the second row of the grid. He starts on the medium compound tire, so watch out for him during the Grand Prix as well. Jacko in the Ferrari's P5 alongside Bavesir, who starts that medium tire train, that is, with Tech 31 Racing on the fourth row of the grid, lining up alongside Worried Cloud. Vadeski is P9 alongside Ender and the Alfa Romeo, starting on those softs, so he's going to be in the middle of the mediums there. So all the drivers on the mediums are going to be having to worry about that soft compound runner, of course. The Twig is P11, so Matt there in the Aston Martin car on the medium compound tires with Kyle alongside him on the 6th row of the grid, if I'm not mistaken. Luke 2 Red on the hard compound tires. Now watch out for him during the Grand Prix. He could be going long, maybe a hard to soft strategy. That could be a good one for the Williams driver. He's got the second Alpine of Reflection alongside him, who's starting on the softs. The two Red Bulls, AMR Vantage and Inoshia Kai, are P15 and P16 with, this is weird to say, but with myself rounding off the grid in P17. But anyway, back up at the front, we're getting underway with these 26 laps of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of people making a slight mistake at the castle. I think there's going to be a safety car by around lap 5, so commentators' predictions.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one. I think your prediction is definitely something that could happen. I mean, that carousel section is very difficult, especially with this new performance patch. Drivers will be kind of unfamiliar with their car setup and all that sort of thing. Maybe we'll see one of these drivers jump that fortress wall and get inside, if you guys know what I mean. But anyway, let's get this race underway. Headshot List can't wait to commentate alongside you for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Viewers, stick along for the entire race. It's going to be one to remember. So the fiber lights are out for the F4 race here today. It's 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it looks like a great start for Disco Stew. He got a better start than his rival, Carrot. As we come down into turn 1, Carrot just got pushed off a little bit there, so Disco Stew gets up into first place. Carrot had not really much room to make an overtake, so Disco Stew, what a brilliant move that was, up into first place. Big Boy Jun now trying to make a move on the Haas car, as the Haas car maybe trying to make a move on Disco Stew, but Disco keeps defending that line, and he's back up into P1, down the grid. Any more moves we're seeing?
We are seeing on the first turn there, I think we see some guy that he put into the pit exit. It was a harsh move by, I think it must have been one of the Alfa Romeos, I think, did that.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunate, of course, but that is the way it goes. There's a little bit more moves going on between Ellie and Bayan, I think, and the Red Bull of AMR Vantage goes very deep and makes that move. Oh, there's contact.
Oh, that's a big crash. What's happened there? How has that happened there? Oh, that was a big hit.
I think Alien and AMR Vantage, something happened with the rear wheel of AMR and the front wheel of Alien. Oh, and Alien's into the wall and out of the Grand Prix on lap 1, the first retirement.
That's a safety car, surely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, I mean... Is that not a safety car? How can that not be a safety car?
It should be, yeah.
Well, apparently not. It's not a safety car, and not even a VSC. So that's kind of interesting as Bavessier makes a move on Tech 31, but Tech 31 coming back at the Alfa Romeo as no, he comes actually into the pit lane. So the McLaren must have had damage or something like that. That's why he's coming into the pit lane. Also, another story to keep an eye on is Leslie the Twig. What a recovery drive from P11 to P5 already entering lap 2. He has come through the field really fast. So the Aston Martins, a great start for both drivers.
Definitely Aston Martin having a fly here. Alain Bayan must have had a bit of incident on lap 1, considering even before the hit he took with, I think it was Vantage. He must have got caught up in a bit of action in the midfield.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was there was contact with AMR Vantage, as you did mention, and that unfortunately the contact really hurt Elian, and now he's down into P17 and out of the Grand Prix here today at Baku. That is the way it goes, though, in racing. Sometimes that happens, and as you said, the Carsel section can be quite difficult, and we're going to see some incidents there. We've already got one, and that's Elian Bine out of the race at the Carsel section.
I think there's going to be a lot more crashes happen there. And maybe, I think it's turn 13, that curb, that might send a few people into the wall, lose the wing.
Yes, you're exactly correct. That turn, it can be quite difficult. And viewers, if you're not sure what that exact turn is, that's the turn of the triple left-hander. And that's coming down into that heavy braking zone. I think it might be like turn 13 or turn 15, somewhere around there.
Carrot finger going for the move down the main straight on Stu.
Can he pull it off?
Now, is he? Oh, Stu's got pure power in the straight line there. He can't get the move done. Back to that, we've seen that in real life as well. The real life F1 drivers were having the same difficulties in that corner.
Oh, with that triple left-hander down into that, I think it's turn 15.
Yeah, around there, yeah.
I guess that corner is difficult all around as Carrot Finger tries to make the move on Disco Stu down the inside. The Haas car goes, and who's going to come out ahead? It looks like Carrot Finger might come out ahead of this one, and Disco Stu now under pressure from Bavessier, who's actually come out of nowhere. Ooh, a little contact as well as that goes Big Boy Juin back up in a third, and the positions stay the same as they were starting in the Grand Prix. Bavessier on the medium compound tires, he's absolutely flying. Now Big Boy Juin all over the back of the Aston Martin as the Alpine is trying to go down the inside of turn 7. Disco leaves him a little bit of space, but there's not much to work with for Juin. As there goes Bavessier.
Just gone for the move. What a move. Nice move from Bavessier there, man.
Where did he make that? Did he make that at turn 7?
Yeah, on the exit of there, he just literally had the better traction on Big Boy Juin.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, I was riding on board with the Alpine driver, and as you mentioned, Bavessier making a move, he literally just came out of nowhere with the speed out of turn 7 and overtook him. And to be honest, I was kind of scared that they were going to go side by side through the Carsel section.
Yeah, there was commitment there from Bavessier.
Yeah, it really was.
Tex had a little spin there at the back. Oh, virtual safety car.
Was that caused due to Tech 31? It must have.
It must have been like debris or something.
It probably was debris. Oh, there comes Carrot Finger and Disco Stu into the pit lane. Now, that is actually a very smart move. What's your thoughts on them pitting right now?
It's a free pit stop for them, effectively, but the people on the mediums, I'm not sure about. Unless they're going to the hards. It must be going to the hards. Yeah, the hards. I think they could probably go to the end on these.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, like, it's going to be quite difficult to pull it off, but it would be quite interesting. I think Worried Cloud should be able to probably make it to the end of the hards, but it's going to be quite close. But Carrot Finger and Disco Stu both pit for the medium tire, and they will definitely not make it to the end of the race. So they're going to have to definitely pit for the 2-stop strategy here. Maybe softs towards the end of the race, but they have to have new softs. Old ones would just be a little bit too much, and the degradation would be too high.
World Cloud has now picked up a drive-through now, so he's put himself in a serious position there when he was in Dreamland, effectively.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate for Worried Cloud. Is he's gonna have to pit, and he's gonna be super far down the grid, right?
Yeah, it's an absolutely insanely long VSC. Oh, there we go. He's gone. I should have said that.
Yeah, that was a little too long, I would say, in my opinion.
Yeah, very long.
Lasted for a few laps there. Up at the front, Bevessier, Big Boy June, and Leslie the Twig. Now, Big Boy June on the softs. Can he pull this one off?
Oh my word!
What are you saying?
There's just the front wing going down the straight. It's gone now. It was I think after turn 15.
Oh, it just flew up in the air or something like that.
Yeah, it just kept flying down the straight. Vantage lost his entire front wing. He has to go into the pit.
Yeah, he's gonna... AMR Vantage will be heading into the pit lane, I'm assuming. Yeah, he goes into the pit lane. Reflection will overtake him. By the way, nice little battle up for third and fourth right now. Leslie the Twig and Kai. I wonder if those softs are still the faster tires at this point. It's still lap 4, and Big Boy June has overtaken Bevessier. Is Bevessier going to try and come back on the Alpine driver? Doesn't look like it, so Big Boy June will keep his first place for now.
Carrot Finger is in a spot of bother here, I think. He pitted early, but now he has traffic in the way, so Big Boy June and Bethesda need to make up some serious ground here.
Yeah, they really do, especially Big Boy June, who's going to pit quite soon. If he wants to take the lead of the Grand Prix, he has to make this point count extremely, like you mentioned.
It appears Williams has also lost maybe the wing, I think, in one of the corners, because there was an M plate in one of the corners on the previous lap.
Oh, really? And was that Vineski or was that Luke 2 Red? Do you know?
I think it might be Luke 2 Red because he was going wheel to wheel with a Carrot Finger and he looked a bit like he couldn't turn in a bit.
Interesting. Yeah, let's see what Luke 2 Red's damage looks like. It looks like his wing's still there, but to be honest, it could be just like the slightest amount of damage. And that could cost the entire race, you know? And here comes Ender on the AI of me, broom handle, in 10th place. That's so weird to say. But anyway, moving up to the front of the field. Are you seeing anything?
Catboy Key, maybe going on Leslie the Twig.
Ooh, let's see.
To turn 1. He's got the move done nicely and cleanly.
Yeah, brilliant work there from Key there. And he's just really made that move stick. Is Leslie the Twig going to come back, though? Let's see how this all works out. Disco Seuss has the fastest lap of the race at 143.344 for the medium compound runner. Here comes Leslie the Twig. The Aston Martin goes down the inside of McLaren. Oh, it's...
Wheel to wheel. Nice, clean racing so far.
Oh, and the Aston Martin has damage as well on the front right end plate there, so that's going to really affect his...
Yeah, he has no end plate, yeah.
Was that due to the contact with Key there?
I think he was driving with that, you know.
Wow.
I mean, Twig might be just surviving until the pit stop to change his wing.
That's seriously impressive because we know how the track is in this circuit. Of course, Azerbaijan, a track that when you have damage, it's really not the best situation.
I know, especially around here in the castle section and this sector end of sector 2 to sector 3 is very difficult to drive in.
Yeah, it truly is. I mean, not something you want to have damage with. Like you said, those sections can be quite difficult, especially those particular sections that you did mention there. Carrot Finger making his way through the field as well. Keep an eye on this, viewers, as the Haas driver trying to make a move on Vineski's. We have a beautiful shot of not just the cars, but the city as well, coming through that lawn straight down to turn 1. Let's see if the Haas can make a move. He's pulling to the left-hand side there, and here we go. The Haas driver trying to make a move on the Williams. Oh, where's that?
Start of sector 3, I think. I think it was a Ferrari.
Oh no, must have been Worried Cloud or Jack. Oh, let's see if who's got damage. It looks like Worried Cloud has the damage, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, he's going into the pit, surely. Has he? No, it's Jacko. Is it? Yeah, Jacko had it. Broom handle comes into the pits. What a stop.
Oh, I made a brilliant stop there. I mean, and they even got my helmet too. They even got my helmet. Not, I mean, not the day I was expecting commentating on myself. Anyway, what a race we've had so far. Big Boy Jun leads us away on these 6-lap-old soft tires. I mean, is it time for him to start thinking about a pit stop quite soon? Or do you think he's maybe going for the long strategy here, going soft hard?
I think he might be trying to extend these softs, maybe even push for a medium strap, maybe. It depends how long he can take them.
Now, in your opinion, I'm sure you've raced this track many different times. What would you say is the best place to pit if you're going to pit from the mediums? If you're Big Boy Jun right now, if you're going to go for the medium tire, where's the best place to pit? When is the best place to pit?
A lap 11 or maybe 12, I'd say you probably want to pit.
Interesting. Okay, so
depends how far you can push them on the softs.
Okay, so keep that in mind, viewers. Definitely take that advice coming into these few more laps. So it looks like Big Boy Jun is doing that exact strategy of what you just said there. He's probably going to come in around lap 11 or so, like you did mention. Who knows, the safety car come out too.
If he gets a safety car, he should easily win the race. Oh, I think there's been an absolute huge shunt. Yeah, there's been a huge shunt. Oh my god.
That is worried
two
clown.
Ferraris gone at the same time.
Is that both Ferraris?
Yep. That is a... Oh. Worried Cloud is literally perfectly covering the entire track.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's definitely a safety car. That's very much expected. Don't want to have those two Ferraris in the middle of the track, especially.
Tech 31 has literally no wing as well.
Oh no!
There must have been some carnage that just happened there. Big Boy Jun has pretty much won the race now. Surely.
Yeah, I mean, Big Boy Jun's going to probably pit for the hards now, and same with Bevessier and Key and Leslie the Twig. So Carrot Finger and Disco Stu didn't really that didn't really benefit them, that safety car that just happened.
But Big Boy Jun and Bevessier and Key and Twig might have to end up losing our track position to Carrot Finger and Stu.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, with the Delta here, it could benefit one driver. You know, the Delta can be quite difficult sometimes. I'm going to kind of ride on board with Big Boy Jun and see where exactly he comes out. And also keep an eye on Carrot Finger as well. He's coming through the straight. I wonder if he's going to pit too.
Ooh.
And he stays out.
So Jun's gone for the hards.
Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, and Bevessier's gone for the mediums.
Ooh. He believes he can take them that far then, or maybe he's might be in for a two-stop. I'm not sure. There'll surely be another safety car, so Bevessier might have the right strategy here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Bevessier, if there is a safety car, this could help him out a lot. It's all about the safety car restart, though. If he can overtake Big Boy Jun, and then overtake Carrot Finger, of course, and then he might be able to get up there. Who knows what's going to happen here, but Bevessier really in a good shot of winning this race.
Definitely.
Okay.
Carrot Finger's in a nice position here as well.
Yeah, you're right. He's got 4-lap-old medium tire, leading the Grand Prix after starting on pole. Retakes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And he's got a huge chance of winning this Grand Prix once again.
Definitely. Pretty much everyone has came into the pit, which is good.
Yeah, you're right. So everyone has pit, and that will really help them out. I think the only drivers not to pit are Carrot Finger, Ender, My AI, and Tech 31 Racing. Those are the only drivers that have not pit in this Grand Prix. Now, Carrot Finger and Ender, I understand them pitting, of course, and Tech 31 now coming into the pit lane again, and then My AI is just My AI, so nothing that can happen there. But Carrot Finger and Ender, I mean, could they get a good shot as well of winning this race? I mean, particularly we've talked about Carrot Finger, but what about Ender too? Sitting P4, he's going to be on, I'd say, more warmed up tires because he's been using them for a while. Could he get a good start here and maybe challenge for the race win as well?
Definitely.
Okay, viewers, so keep an eye on Ender as well. Both Alfa Romeos, as we've been talking about them, so this will be great. Looks like the safety car is not coming in this lap. That Mercedes safety car is not coming in. With that performance patch, guys, we also got the Aston Martin safety car, and that appears on the tracks that it is on in the real life. So I do believe that includes, I'm not going to name them all, but it includes Zandvoort. I know that's one track. China, I think, is another track. I gotta look at it all. I think Bahrain is another track as well.
Is one, yeah.
Any other tracks I'm missing?
Is that about Britain?
Oh, Britain too. Okay.
I'm not sure if it was, but it makes sense of it there. But I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I would think it would be in Britain because, of course, Aston Martin is British.
British brand, yeah.
Exactly. And Mercedes is a German manufacturer, so I think the British crowd would want the British safety car as well. Anyway, though, viewers, I guess this is a good time to mention, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been watching the stream so far. If you're enjoying our commentary, please like this, like the button, of course. We usually commentate on F1, me and Headshotless, but I do believe F1 was canceled due to some events, if I'm not mistaken, like you mentioned. Yeah.
We had a few go, pretty much all of the grid really is participating in the IVAR Invitational, so good luck to all those drivers that are participating.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, definitely good luck to all those drivers that are participating in that esports event. And also, we will be back probably with F1 next week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure the attendance will be back to normal next week, and because all those drivers will come back from their event.
I don't even know if we were going to get the safety car in this lap, because look how far behind the McLaren is. So
oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, Tech 31 Racing in that McLaren. I don't know if the safety car will... We'll find out in a second. It's not.
We might get a bit of chaos on this restart here. It depends on the leader, what he decides to do, how early or how late he decides to go.
Yeah, exactly. And if I'm not mistaken, the safety car's not coming in this lap. I didn't get any notification, unless I got a glitch. Did you get a notification that the safety car's coming in this lap?
No notification at all, no.
Okay, so the safety car's not coming in this lap. We're right on board with the race leader right now, and the safety car is not coming in. So we got another lap of the safety car here. So that means we'll get another lap of these drivers warming up their tires, getting ready for the Grand Prix. Another driver that we have to keep an eye on for warming tires is Big Boy June on those hard compound tires. Now, Headshotlessly and myself both know that the hards are not the best safety car restart tires. And what I mean by that is basically the hard tires are pretty cold, I want to say, at the start, so you have to warm them up quite a bit. And even on the restart, like exiting out of corners, it could be quite difficult for the first couple laps.
You just have less traction on those hards compared to someone on the softs. So watch out for the guys on the softs. They should have a lightning start.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be interesting to see how this all works out. Like, who's going to get the better start here? Big Boy June on those hards, as we mentioned. Vessier right behind on those fresher, faster mediums. Vineski also in the soft tires as well. Keep an eye on that Williams driver. He's going to be pretty fast at the start of this one. And he's going to be a driver to keep an eye on as well. While I also mentioned that if you guys want to like this video, please, if you can, subscribe to see more PS Vitesse content on the YouTube channel as well. We, of course, have the 5 tiers, if I'm not mistaken. F2 was canceled, though, right? So we now have 4?
We've had to, unfortunately, cut down F2, so there's now 4 tiers yet.
That's still quite a lot, though. I mean, like, I would say it's pretty impressive. 4 different tiers of racing, and I gotta say, each of those tiers have got one of the best racing in leagues.
All the drivers are all fairly clean as well. We like to see competitive races here. Most of the races are actually very competitive from what we've seen and commentated on, haven't they? We've seen insanely close races.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, these drivers are very clean. They know exactly how to race. They respect their drivers. As the safety car comes in this lap, that's great news. And like you said, yeah, we've had some great battles throughout the season. I know I've been seeing throughout F1, we've had a lot of great racing, and now commentating on F4. It's been really, really good racing as well, and that continuing racing will continue on as we get underway. Once again, the safety car is over. We've had our little break here to get ready for the rest of the Grand Prix. Don't go anywhere, viewers. We want you to stay here for the rest of the Grand Prix.
Oh, there was a bit of a pile up in the midfield.
Oh, was there? That's not good, of course.
Yeah. You know, like Disco Stew.
And there goes Carrot Finger. He's leading us away down into turn 1. Is there anyone trying to make a move? I think the McLaren and the Williams.
Lazy the Twig has nearly torpedoed the Alfa Romeo. Oh my.
Oh, that's the contact.
What has just happened there?
I was riding on board with Lazy the Twig there, and the Alfa Romeo came out of nowhere, hit the back of the McLaren car. Contact between the two. That's, I think, Ender and Kai there. Both drivers possibly made contact. Looks like the Alfa just went into the back of the...
I don't understand how his wing just broke.
Wait, whose wing broke?
Ender's wing just completely broke.
Oh, okay. I think that's probably because he hit the back of the McLaren. He just went straight into the back. That's probably why.
It looked like it broke when I think Twig hit it.
Oh.
Twig. Yeah, Twig like hit it a bit, and his entire wing just came off. And there's a McLaren front wing as well in the end of sector 1.
Yep, that's Tech 31, I think. Yep.
Yeah, Ender's retired. Unfortunate.
So I wonder if is Carrot Finger. Carrot's Finger has been overtaken. Oh, Carrot Finger's got major damage. No front wing.
What has happened here then?
I have no idea.
Carnage. We was talking about clean racing, and half the grid has just lost the wing.
Yeah, I mean, commentator's curse possibly there. But yeah, another safety car has been deployed. And as you said, half the grid has lost their wing. Tech 31 Racing has lost the wing. The big story, I think, is Carrot Finger has lost the front wing. Going to have to pit again in this Grand Prix. He's going to drop him down pretty much in the back of the grid here. Another driver to keep an eye on is, I think, Vineski. He made up a few moves on the soft tires. As there goes, actually a lot of drivers pitting. Vineski coming into the pits as well on the soft. So pretty much the top 5 stay the way they were. And now I gotta ask, because from my POV, I saw that Ender came into the back of the McLaren into turn 1. That's what's caused a little contact to the McLaren towards the front of there. But was that because of the incident further back with Leslie the Twig and the Alfa Romeo of Ender? Ender maybe getting damaged there and didn't have any braking down into turn 2?
I think Twig literally, connected his front wing, and he went to Ender, and Ender literally couldn't brake and had to go into a runoff. And we're seeing some like parallel parking from Ender to try and turn it around.
So I wonder if that's going to be something that the stewards are going to have to look into, and if the stewards do decide that's a penalty, that could drop Lazy the Twig down a few positions as well. Hopefully not, but we'll see how that all works out.
It did look very dodgy, though, I have to admit.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I didn't see the incident, unfortunately, but hearing what you said, and also kind of looking back on the stream and trying to find some way I could find that incident, it looked a little sketchy, as you did mention.
Yeah.
So a safety car has been called out once again on lap 13, the second safety car of the F4 stream here today of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Big Boy June still leads us away. So after Carrot Finger got damaged, supposedly from turn 13 and 14 possibly, because he had wing damage before that. I wonder if that was... it was because of their turn 15. It seemed like he didn't have any damage. So, I mean, it seemed like he didn't hit the wing.
He must have picked up in contact with another driver, maybe.
Oh, it's possible. It's possible he did make contact. But the thing is that he was leading the Grand Prix. Unless someone maybe tried to make a move. Maybe it was Big Boy Jun trying to make a move on the Haas driver. Made some contact.
Maybe into Castle. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's possible. Actually, you could be right. I mean, it's possible that we could have seen that. You know, it's possible that that was the case. I think we're gonna have to look at an onboard from Carrot Finger a little bit later and see exactly what was going on there.
Literally exact same place, and maybe Grosjean and that famous line from his engineer.
Oh, the
maybe it was Ericsson.
Yeah. Yes.
Just lost it completely. Oh, Luke 2 Red has received a 5-second penalty crossing the pit exit.
To be honest, in this game and in previous F1 games too, I haven't seen too many penalties for crossing the line. I think that should be more harsher, if I'm not mistaken. And it's coming up today.
We're taking. I think if we see it, it's literally a guaranteed penalty if you cut it, if it gets reported. But hardly anyone reports it.
Yeah, I think it's something that's more like sometimes you get, because the thing is when you come out of the pit lane, especially in like a hard or something like that, or a medium, then you get a little bit of an understeer coming into that really, really tight left-hander of the pit exit, and sometimes you're just forced a little too wide. Sometimes it's not even your fault. I've had it many times where I've actually gone just a little too wide, you know, because that pit lane is so difficult with all the understeer of the new tires and also just turning exactly because it's so sharp of a corner to the left.
So many horrible pit exits, isn't there, in this game and in, well, real life as well. That one is probably up there, I think, with the worst pit exit in the game.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think that one and Singapore is another track that I really do not like the exit of the pit exit there.
I've not seen the Portimao one, but that might be also a tricky one because it goes straight onto the apex of turn 1.
Oh, I wonder if that is the case. I mean, yeah, you're right, and that's a pretty big bump heading down into turn 1 at Portimao. So it's possible that that pit exit is a difficult one to manage as well. We'll have to see all that as well. France is actually another pit exit that I'm not too fond of either.
That's horrible. Straight onto the racing line, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah, it is. I mean, wish they had like a little like entrance road. That would be cool.
Definitely.
But anyway, Big Boy Jun leads us away as the safety car comes in this lap. I want to see exactly where he goes. He's probably going to come, he's probably going to go right as that white line comes. And yes, he does. Exactly there. And Big Boy Jun will lead us away. A great start from Bevessier, though. He's all over the back. Let's see if anyone's going to try and make a move down into turn 1. We go. The Williams, maybe, or the Aston Martin of Disco Stu and Vaneski battling out as well. I think Vaneski maybe trying to make a move on the Aston Martin. Anyone else trying to make a move? Anything else you're seeing on track?
I think there might be a McLaren. Oh, what has just happened there? There's another loose wing from Nojikai. The McLarens are getting feisty with each other.
Ooh, and what a move from Carrot Finger there. Sorry to interrupt you, were saying there. Carrot Finger around the outside. Scott got a little gap there. Unfortunately, AMR Advantage got a little bit better exit than him, so Carrot Finger couldn't make that move. So good from AMR Advantage. Also good from Carrot Finger, but unfortunately could not pull off the move quite yet. So great to see that. But what did you say? You said there was contact between the Enoshia Kai?
It was Enoshia Kai. I think he bent it into a wall and lost his entire front wing.
Oh no. And that was probably at turn 4, did you say, or where was that?
I think it was turn 2. In fact.
Oh. Owen's out.
Tiny castle. Is that going to be another safety car? Oh.
It is.
Another one.
And this isn't a glitch. This is just drivers.
Yeah, it's just driver error. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. You know who this is going to help, though, is Bevessier and Lazy the Twig. Everyone on the medium compound tires. That's going to help them out a little bit with the tire degradation being not too bad. But 3 safety cars in a matter of a lap. We haven't even completed a lap without having a safety car since around lap 9. But that's the way it goes. Bevessier comes into the pit lane. The second place driver comes into the pits.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of safety cars recently come out. I think I remember I had a PSGL race the other day and it had 6 safety cars.
6 safety cars. Oh my goodness, that's
Around
quite a lot.
Zandvoort, yeah, I was just sitting there the entire race. Longest race ever.
Oh, a Zandvoort
Imagine
race
that
at
around Spa, six thingies. 6 safety cars around Spa, imagine that.
Oh, that would be too long, in my opinion.
Yeah. What was you saying, Brew?
Oh, I was just saying, not much actually. I was just saying the Zandvoort race in PSGL. I think I can't remember what that. I always watch the live streams for that league, but I don't. When did they do a Zandvoort race?
Zandvoort was 2 weeks ago. In fact, it was Monza last week. Then it was Zandvoort.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like they're following actually the same calendar as the real F1 because Zandvoort, then comes Monza. You know.
Yeah.
And I think this week is
nice.
Britain.
Yeah. It was nice for that triple header. You just over the triple header, we had all the exact same PSGL tracks. So it's nice. Watched the race and then did the actual race.
Very, very cool. It is pretty neat, you know, all the triple headers and stuff like that. I love when leagues always they're always synchronized. I think that's the right word. With the real life calendar. You know, it's quite interesting, of course. And next week it's next week in Real F1. We headed over to Sochi, which historically hasn't hosted too many exciting Grand Prix. Usually Mercedes have dominated that entire race by leading 1-2 pretty much the entire session.
I think it might be an exciting one. Next week you're going to see Verstappen with a grid penalty, maybe even a engine change. You're going to see him probably go for a few aggressive moves, to say the least, as we've seen from last week.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's not. And here comes lays the twig into the pit lane from second place.
Yeah, what did you think of that move, Broom, from Verstappen and Hamilton?
Oh, yeah, it's a very controversial move, you know, because of all the... It's I think a lot of people can say a racing incident. A lot of people will say it's Hamilton's fault. A lot of people will say Verstappen's fault. But in my opinion, that one was a racing incident because I understand Hamilton's point of view and I also understand Verstappen's point of view. Unfortunately, Verstappen did get that penalty. It can be quite difficult. It was an interesting one. What was your thoughts on the incident between them two?
I mean, I think it was quite stupid from Verstappen, really. All he had to do was wait another lap and he'd probably get a move done, but there was no space, really, that he could have gone for, even into the first apex of the corner. Yeah,
exactly. I think, there's nothing really you can do towards that corner once you're alongside. I think you kind of have to back out or choose to go side by side. It's really just up to that one driver. Verstappen chose to
should have taken a run off, really.
Yeah, exactly. He probably should have.
It's like a Senna and Prost moment, though. That's what you'll be seeing for many years to come. Those iconic moments, the crash in Silverstone, and then you see that in Monza.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is shaping up. The Verstappen-Hamilton battle for the championship is kind of similar to what Senna and Prost did. What was it, 89, I think it was. Similar. It was something like that.
Yeah. You seen the one in Japan where both of them just went into each other? Dodgy.
Very, very much so, yeah. Oh, my goodness. One of a kind moments. We've seen it before in F1 history. I mean, Schumacher Hill
as well. Schumacher Hill, yeah.
Adelaide 94, if I'm not mistaken. That was that. Yeah.
Then he tried it in I think 97, and that's when he got found out of, and he disqualified.
I think you're right. And a year before, Hill won the championship, so he didn't win it in 94, but he did win it in 96. So, with Williams, of course, and then a year later was Jacques Villeneuve with Williams again, and then a dominance from McLaren in 98 and 99, and then pretty much Ferrari all the way up until 2005.
Then, yeah. That's a great watching of Broom, that Schumacher new film that came out.
I have not seen it. Is it good?
It's very good and very emotional. Good watch.
I've heard a lot from that. It is a remarkable story, the Schumacher story, of course. It's got its ups and downs, but I've heard it's been a beautiful story. I definitely need to go watch that on Netflix. Been quite busy in the nights, but I definitely have to watch that.
To recommend it to the viewers as well. It is a great watch.
Yeah, definitely listen to that, viewers. If you guys did not check out the Schumacher documentary, you heard it here from Headshot Lissy that the documentary was great.
Ooh, I think we're gonna get another safety car, Broom.
Oh my goodness! I don't know how I will be able to continue on.
Think of something to talk about then as well. Oof.
I do know one thing to talk about while we have the chance. A little bit of just an idea about this track. If you guys didn't know, this track has only been hosting F1 races since 2016, so it's a quite new track to Formula One. Of course, it was called the European Grand Prix in 2016, and in 2017 switched over as the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So the first, technically the first ever race in Azerbaijan was 2017 when Daniel Ricciardo won that. And a quick note about this track and about the races that has been held here all the way up till 2021 as it stands. Not a single F1 driver has won more than one Grand Prix. So every driver that has won here in Azerbaijan has only won one Grand Prix. And Ricciardo was one, Bottas was one, Hamilton was one, and Perez, of course, won as well. So those are the only four drivers that have won a Grand Prix. Of course, Nico Rosberg won in 2016, but no one driver has scored more than one win.
Yeah, it's a very strange track. We've seen a lot of action in real life as well in this track, especially in 2021. The Verstappen crash, the Hamilton magic button where it messed up his brakes.
Yep, exactly. And hopefully we don't get any brake issues for any drivers here today as the safety car comes in. Finally, we get underway once again, and praying that there's no braking issues like with Hamilton in 2021. No, there's not. So Disco Stu also got past Reflection. Nice move from the Aston Martin driver. And it looks like the Red Bull of AMR Vantage and Vineski go side by side as the Haas driver of Carrot gets up into P5. Any other battles you're seeing on track right now?
Oh, Ender's going for the Haas into turn 3. The wheel to wheel. Is he going to outbrake? Yes, he does. This wheel to wheel, maybe slight contact. This is insanely close. Oh, that's even more contact. We might be seeing a rocket ship of Carrot Finger here if he can push back up into first place.
Yeah, I mean, he's flying right now on the tires that he has on. By the way, also the two McLarens battling out as, contact with Tech 31 Racing and Vineski there as Lacey the two will get up into P9 of the soft compound tires. There was contact between the two there, and Key also went for a very good dive bomb. Up at the front. What's going on?
AMR Vantage did some slight move on the braking, and that is going to be a crash. AMR Vantage is all over the place here. I think turn 15, it went in on Reflection.
And was there contact between the two too?
Definitely, it was very close to Reflection having his wing taken off, squeezing us all. Bethesia's going for a move on Vantage here down the main straight.
Here we go. Bevestier gaining on those soft compound tires. He's faster in a straight line. And Bevestier gets up into third position here. Reflection right behind as well. And here comes the McLaren of Key trying to make a move on Reflection. A little lock up for the Alpine just ahead in fifth place. AMR Vantage down to P4 as we did mention before. But we have a nice train down to around P9, I would say. Carrot Finger also got caught up into that turn 15, spun a little bit, and is down to P9, so he's going to have to go pull a major recovery drive.
Definitely. I think all of the viewers and everyone in Discord will be wanting a big good stew result here. As we're seeing now with him in P2, everyone will be very happy if things stay the same. Let's hope they do.
Yeah, let's definitely see how this all works out. I mean, we still have a few more laps left of the Grand Prix, but right now, Looks like everyone is settled in, and the racing continues on.
When we get the DRS enabled, we're going to see a lot more moves done down the straight.
Massive lockup for Tech 31 Racing there into the carousel section at turn 8. It was like a puff of smoke into his teammate down into turn 8. Thankfully, all good between the two McLaren drivers. They continue on. As it stands, P6 and P7, they have pulled this back, and they're fighting for the top 5 now. So very impressive from the two McLarens. They are really fighting this one out.
Not what you want to see there, is it? No vision going into that castle section. Not very good.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. You want to have complete vision into the carousel section, since every little second counts. If you're just a little too far back, then you can't make the move.
He's about to make a move into turn 1, maybe around the outside.
Let's see. Vitesse and Disco, contact between the two as well. AMR Vantage now gets ahead up in the 3rd place, but the Aston Martin's going to fight it back as the Red Bull and the Aston Martin come through. Turn 2 now. AMR has got DRS. Vitesse are up in the 2nd place. I think there was a little contact between Disco and Vitesse. There goes Tech 31 Racing on reflection.
We're seeing carnage here. All that might be wing damage. Reflection, I had a little lock up into turn 3 and hit the back of Tech. Does Disco still have damage?
He possibly might be having a little bit of damage there. Down into turn 6, we have a lot of moves going on here. The Aston Martin and Carrot, that's Leslie Tligg and Carrot Finger, both battling out. That's the McLaren. The Tech 31 Racing, all over the back of Disco Stu. I think you're right. I think Disco might have damage, or it could be that his tires are completely shot here, as he is on 11 lap old medium compound tires.
It looks like it's damaged. He's very slow coming out of the apexes and going into them. But this might cause a slight train. That was very squirrel. Oh my god. Whoa. Was he on board with Tech there? Jeez.
You were on board with Tech. Okay, I was
on board with Tech. Oh my.
I know
he
where
literally went straight in front of the screen, man. What a hit that was. Oh no.
How close to contact was that between Disco and Tech? That was incredible.
It was millimeters. And Tech even got squirrely with it. He had a snap of O's there mid-corner. And that could have been even more carnage. But we've got a safety car now.
Yeah, our 4th one of the day on lap 22. I think one driver that might be getting a little bored of these safety cars might be Big Boy Joen, who has led every single of the safety cars, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to lead a 4th one here today. And I gotta say, AMR Vantage, I know that he had a difficult start to the Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken, but he's up to P2. And that's a really good performance for the Red Bull driver.
Nice recovery, I mean, from Vantage.
Exactly.
He's made some lovely moves. But it's very unfortunate for Stu. I was just mentioning everyone wants to see a good Stu result, but it appears that it's gone disastrous.
I'm extremely surprised that he kept that out of a DNF. That was a huge hit for the Aston Martin driver.
It's like 190 miles an hour, wasn't it? It's straight into the wall. I have no idea how he's not retired, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's out of the points right now. It's P11. So he still can get some points here today. And who knows? I mean, we've seen a few crashes here today. We could see some more. So let's see how this all works out.
We've effectively got a sprint race now, haven't we?
We do have a sprint race today, so that'll be interesting as well. I think that would be quite interesting. Now, okay, real quickly, now that we're on the topic of sprint, I gotta ask you, is there any rumors of maybe PS Vitesse maybe trying out a sprint qualifying format, anything like that?
I've actually thought of that idea, before, and I'd have to have discussions about it. But if people wanted it, like the drivers voted for it, then that is something that could be introduced, I think it would spice things up and just reward the drivers who have great racecraft.
Yeah, it would be quite interesting, to see a sprint qualifying format. I know that my league will be doing a sprint qualifying format. I think a few others will be doing it. It could be good, it could be not, you know, like with this type of thing. I think it would be interesting to see it in PS Vitesse, but of course, I think the short qualifying format and the 50% race do work out pretty well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it depends on also what track as well, doesn't it, really?
It really does. You know, that is a big thing coming into a season. You know, I mean, like I've heard that I think Portugal might be a good track for a sprint qualifying format, since a lot of people like driving that track. I think Bahrain would be a good one as well.
Yeah,
and
Bahrain would be very good.
Bahrain
Brazil
would
maybe
be
as well.
good point. Brazil would be a great one. You know what? I'm gonna add that to my calendar on my
yeah, and
on my league.
Great idea. And in real life as well, Monza was quite boring for the sprint. It was.
That's the thing. When they added it to the Monza calendar, that the sprint qualifying, oh, is that Key making a move on reflection under safety car? No, it's all good. Okay. Oh, it's Bevester, a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Lazy the Twig there. I wonder if there was damage to one of the drivers as well. Anyway, what I was saying is that when they added it into the calendar that Monza was going to be there, I kind of realized, like, Monza, the thing with Monza is that it's a great track, but the thing is that it becomes this DRS train, and you would think not, because it's like...
There's no room.
There's literally no room, and I mean, you're only going to see a few overtakes and stuff like that. I think Britain was a good sprint race. I think that was fun to see.
You just need a track where it's just, it involves some corners with, that are like... how could I say it, like where cars can't follow as well, maybe follow easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in Monza you couldn't really follow the car ahead because of dirty air.
That's exactly correct. I mean, like the thing is that you're gonna get a lot of dirty air from the car ahead, like you did mention, and it's gonna hurt your result. And plus, the tires are going to degrade fast. You can't you don't want to really pit in that sprint race, of course, especially if you have the soft tire on. You want to make sure those last for a long ways, but they're usually only around 18 laps, so they'll last for a while. But anyway, we've had not one, not two, not three, but 4 safety cars here today, and we're going to get the safety car, we're going to have the safety car go in, and we're going to get the racing underway. Just a few laps to go of this F4 race. Who will come out on top? We'll find out.
It already looks like it's a bit of a chaos in the midfield here.
Ooh, here we go. I think the Williams down the inside. That's Vaneski and oh!
Who is that? Is that Stu?
Disco.
Stu. That is a massive hit. How was he not retired yet again? I will never know. Broom handle P9.
I'm gonna get points in my first PS Vitesse race, even though I'm commentating on it. I think that's the first in racing history. Someone commentates and gets points in a Grand Prix at the same race.
Man of many talents.
I guess so. I didn't even know. Well, Tech 31 Racing just got past.
Here. Yeah, aim on Vantage here might be in trouble. He might be a sitting duck considering he's on the mediums and there's fresh soft runners behind him. But can he hold on?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he's on 10-lap-old medium tires. Those are not the best. And like you said, I mean, that McLaren is closing fast with those 7-lap-old softs. But we also have to remember that Carrot Finger and Vaneski right there as well. We know how quick Carrot Finger can be. He's coming through the field, as you did mention earlier on, that Carrot Finger would come through the field. He's really coming in fast, and he has to make these moves fast because he's got about 2 laps remaining, including this DRS straight as well. So if I were Carrot Finger, I'd want to get past Vaneski as soon as possible and then try and make a move for 3rd position as soon as possible as well. Yellow flag, and who's that? That's Lazy the Twig.
It's disastrous for Aston Martin.
Oh, Tech 31!
Oh, what has just happened there?
Massive contact for Tech 31 Racing as well. He just completely hit the wall there, as that is Vaneski trying to make a move on Key there. As the McLaren driver goes defensive, the Williams trying to get involved, and here comes the Haas now. Carrot Finger on board with him. He's going to go down the inside and try to make a move on the McLaren as well. There's a little bit of contact possibly.
This is pure carnage. I have zero idea what happened to Tech there. Maybe he lost it mid-corner.
I think he did. I mean, that corner can be quite difficult, especially with the understeer. You can hit the wall and do kind of what Stroll did. But of course, Stroll had that puncture that enabled him to spin off in the same area. But we're now on to final 2 laps of the Grand Prix. 25 out of 26. But Big Boy Zhuan leading us away with AMR Vantage holding off the pack here. Can AMR Vantage take the win? Let's see.
Oh, Carrot Finger got insane traction up that corner. Sends it down the inside. Vitesse is retired. We're now seeing Carrot Finger on a podium place after being so far behind. What a drive.
Yeah, really, really incredible from Carrot Finger. He's been really just coming through the field. I mean, he's got up in the podium, as you had mentioned, and he's got a chance now of taking second place as well on AMR Vantage. Let's see how this all works out. Further down the grid, we got Key and Vaneski battling out. The two Williams, 5th and 6th at this point. They're in a really good position to get some good points here today. Let's see how that all works out. But Vaneski also on the McLaren, looking to take 4th away from the McLaren. More points for Williams as it stands if they score like this. Let's see how this all works out, as there goes Carrot Finger on Vantage to come on the final lap.
He's going to get the move done. If it was another lap here for Carrot Finger would probably win this race, you know.
I think he would. I mean, he's got the soft tires right now. He's got past AMR Vantage, and like you said, if he had another lap, he would probably be all over the back of Big Boy Zhuan. I mean, he is closing that gap down pretty fast, and if maybe Big Boy Zhuan just has a little issue or something like that, maybe a slight mistake, exactly.
Getting to DRS, it could be literally a photo finish.
Bottas Stroll moments I'm thinking of from 2017. Of course, that was for 2nd and 3rd, but this could be for 1st and 2nd.
He's gaining, you know.
He is. 1.6 seconds. Could he grab this? Could Carrot Finger go from pole to win? He's 2nd place right now, 1.6 seconds. He's now down to around 1.5, I want to say.
1.5 is close. 1.3, this is close. If he gets into he's going to get it.
9/10 now. 9/10 to Big Boy Zhuan.
He might get this.
I can't believe this. He might be able to.
They both have similar ERS as well. He might win this race.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible, viewers. What an end to the F4 race this is going to be. We come on to the final straight now. Big Boy Zhuan leads us away, but a better exit for Carrot Finger. He's going purple in the 2nd sector now. Using everything he's got. He's going to get DRS enabled because the DRS was enabled for him. He's flying down it. He's going to get it.
He surely got this. This is insane.
Photo to the line.
He's got it.
What
have I just seen? What?
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Me either. So what has just happened, viewers, is that Big Boy Zhuan has hit the wall. I wonder if he was just super frustrated with that, maybe, possibly, but he's not going to be on the podium. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. What a race that was. Carrot Finger on the final straight, a photo finish to the line, takes the Azerbaijan Grand Prix win from pole to the win. Wouldn't expect that from the Haas driver after what he was just a few laps ago. He's got it though. He did it.
I don't know what to say. I'm left speechless after that finish. What a drive from Carrot Finger though.
Wow.
Absolutely amazing. What a race we had there. It was a very entertaining race. I hope the viewers enjoyed that, especially that pure masterclass at the end there from Carrot Finger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was incredible, and like you said, I hope the fans did enjoy that one. Viewers, that was a race to remember. Carrot Finger, your race winner here today. From 15th on the grid to 2nd place for AMR Vantage. I think that could be the driver of the day from us as well. Key on the podium as well for McLaren. A very good performance from the McLaren driver. The two Williams rounding off 4th and 5th. Disco Stew in 6th for Aston Martin. It's myself, Broomhandle, in P7. Now, and then of course we have Reflection rounding off the grid in PA. I gotta quickly ask. I know I was AI, but do I get points for that? Do I get points for 7th place?
I think the points will be given. I think you'll think it's taken up standings, unfortunately. So
makes total sense. I was, of course, joking. Just joking there. Would have been funny. Yeah, would have been funny if I got points as and commentating on that one as well.
Like George Russell, that man.
Yeah, exactly.
What a race.
Yeah, brilliant job from all our drivers here today. I gotta say, congrats to Carrot Finger. That was pure just pace right there.
Sublime driving from him.
Yeah, incredible work. He did do that one really well. Also, congrats to the other 2 podium finishers. If I'm not mistaken, that's AMR Vantage's first podium this season, but I might be wrong there.
So, yeah.
So, well done to him.
I think it is.
And also well done to Key as well in the McLaren, finishing 3rd. And to the rest of the drivers, incredible job. Congrats to all of the people that participated in PS Vitesse today. And I gotta say, I think that might be it from us here today at PS Vitesse. Headshot, let's see. I want to get your...
Also, one more thing.
Oh, of course.
Big Boy Jewin actually didn't do it on purpose.
Oh! What?
He actually crashed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't understand how, but...
Oh, no. That's super unlucky. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Alpine driver, of course. But we'll see how that all works out at the next one. Hopefully he'll get a better result next time out. But I want to say, what was your opinion on the race? Just... tell us everything before we end off the stream.
The race had everything in it that we wanted to see. Big crashes, amazing recovery drives, nice strategy calls as well. And it had the safety cars where we could talk about anything really. It was an enjoyable and quite a nice race to watch.
It truly was. It truly was. And I got to say, Headshot Lissy, thank you so much for joining me in the commentary booth. Couldn't have done it without you. Great commentary as always. Super fun to commentate with you and can't wait to do it again.
Looking forward to it.
All right, so viewers, that's going to be it from us here today at PS Vitesse. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you to all the drivers that raced here today, and thanks to all of PS Vitesse for hosting yet another amazing Grand Prix. This was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for F4 stream of the Season 5 Championship event for Round 6. Next time out will be the French Grand Prix in Le Castellet, France, at the Circuit Paul Ricard. So join us then. That'll be an amazing Grand Prix. But from us here at PS Vitesse, from myself, Formula Jonah, and from Headshot Lissy, that's us signing off. Have a good one, and peace out.
Cheers, guys.